All right, here we go. Again, you want to prove two triangles congruent. You do not need to prove the sides and angles anymore. Over today, tomorrow, and sometime next week, I'm going to go over five different methods of proving triangles congruent that you don't have to do all 6 pairs again. 5. Today, you're going to get 2 out of those 5. Let me introduce the first way to prove two triangles congruent, and that is the SSS method. Short for side, side, side. Side, side, side method. What is this is saying? All you need from now on, if you have it, all you need, all 3 pairs of sides, we're done. We're done. Triangles are congruent. I don't need to hear anything about the angles. So one way to prove triangles congruent, side, 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 if you have it. You do not need to say anything about the angles. As long as you have all 3 pairs of sides, you're good to go. Any issues with that one? I don't really spend too much time. It's the next one I spend a lot of time on. All good? Side, side, side. You have all 3 pairs of sides. You got yourself 2 congruent triangles. The second one, and this is where we'll end it today, SAS, which stands for side, angle, side. Now, does this mean if I have 2 sides and an angle, they're congruent? No, it does not. Does not. Where did I put the A in side, angle, side? Where? In between the 2 sides. That's where your angle has to be in the diagram. The angle must be in between the 2 sides for you to use this method. So if I have 2 triangles that look like this, and I tell you these 2 are congruent, these 2 are congruent, and these angles are equal. No. Those triangles are not congruent. This is not side, angle, side. Do you see why? The angle needs to be in between. And I can tell you, remember I said 5 methods? Never going to be one of them. Never on your paper. Never going to be a method, side, side, angle. All right, you just say the triangles are not congruent if you don't have it. Never a method. And I know, what if I put ASS, the donkey theorem? No, it won't either. Sorry. That'll never be a theorem either. Sorry. All right, I know where some of your minds are going there. All right, it's side, angle, side, and darn it, the angle needs to be in between the sides. Discussion over. If it's not congruent. Not congruent. I can't drive this point home. This will never be a method of proving triangles congruent. Ever. Angles got to be in between. All good? Made my point? Those are the only 2 you got to worry about today. Tomorrow, I'll throw in another 2. So here's what I want to test you out right now. I'm going to mark up some triangles. Are they congruent? If they are, which one of the 2 methods are they? And if they're not, we're just going to say not congruent. So let's look at the 2 triangles in number 1. Everyone see I marked 2 sides congruent and 2 angles. Here's the thing you got to worry about. I don't do this. I will never mark a reflexive side. Ever. That's your job. You will never see a reflexive side marked. Do you see a reflexive side in that diagram? A side shared by 2 triangles? What is it, BD? BD. I'm never going to mark it. That's your job. You're allowed to mark reflexive sides. And this is how I roll. You can do it a different way if you want. I always mark a reflexive side with an X, but if you want to do some other marking, that's your call. I roll with an X. But again, you're never going to see me do that for you. You have to mark a reflexive side. So do we think these 2 triangles are congruent? Because you only have 2. It's not side, 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 right? Because I don't know anything about AD and DC, and I'm not going to assume anything. Is it side, angle, side? Well, how can you check? Cover up one of the triangles right now and say to yourself, is this marked angle in between the 2 sides? Is it in between? Good. Then you have. This is a yes by side, angle, side. You are in charge. You are in charge of the reflexive side. How about 2? What do we think with 2? Are those 2 triangles congruent? No. You don't have enough information. Don't put in your own markings other than reflexive. I do not know anything about EG and HK. And remember, we got a little chuckle out of it yesterday, but there's no such thing as the third side theorem. Just because two sides are equal means the third. No. You're just embarrassing. Not, so I'm just going to put not congruent. How about 3? Congruent?
No.
Why not side, angle, side? I got 2 sides and an angle. Why not side, angle, side? Angle is not in between. What 2 angles would it be if it was side, angle, side? E congruent to P. But here, nope. Not congruent. Okay, not congruent. All right, I'm done. You got the next 6 on your own in your group. Go ahead. Next 6. 3 on the bottom, 3 on the next page. All right, let's roll. Let's see what we got. How about diagram 4? How about those 2 triangles? Yes, no, and if you're going to say yes, give me the method. 20. Yep. Side, side, side. How about diagram 5? Diagram 5, what are you looking at here? 8? No 8?
Oh, sorry. No.
Nope. Hopefully you marked your own reflexive side, but even that still didn't do it. Side angle's not a method, right? So no, not congruent. How about 6? What do we got? 10?
Yes.
Yes. Side angle side. Those right angles are in between. Any issues so far? We're all good? Okay, next up. How about 7? 25.
SAS.
Yes, hey, remember, mark your own reflexive. Cover up one of the triangles if it helps. Is that angle in between these 2 sides? You're darn right. So this is yes by side, angle, side. How about 8? 2.
Yes. SSS.
Side, side, side. After you mark your reflexive side, PR. Perfect. And finally, how about 9? 14.
SSS. Yeah.
Where's the other pair of sides?
The reflexive.
What reflexive side?
The SW.
Is that a side in one of the triangles?
Yeah.
It is? Look. Is that a full side in triangle STU? It's not a full side, so you can't count it. It's not reflexive. Reflexive is a full side shared by both triangles. All right, so there's no third side here. Also, I have not mentioned this yet. Remember, you are on the hook for reflexive. There's one more you're on the hook for. Vertical angles. I will never mark vertical angles for you either. You are on the hook for that. I know it doesn't matter in this one, but keep that in mind. You have to mark your own vertical angles. So again, are those vertical angles in between? Are these in between the sides? Nope, so these are not congruent. All right? These next 4 are going to be very, very easy. I just need to make sure you guys are solid with what it means to be in between, okay, for the side angle side method. So you got triangle. It says, hey, give a quick draw to triangle ABC. And tell me what's in between here. Ready? What angle is between BC and AC? Find the angle out of these, and just give me a letter. BC and AC. What angle is in between them? 23. Angle C. All right, can you do this for me? What sides include angle B? So angle B is between what sides now? 27. Angle B is between what sides? AB, BC. Everyone's good? All right, give me the angles that include side AB. So side AB is what in between what 2 angles? 11?
Angle A and angle B.
Yep, good work, guys. Good work. And finally, what side includes A and C? What side is included between A and C? 24? AC. Good work, everyone. Any issues? All right, so yes, we need to do proofs with them now. And I'm just going to let you guys know these proofs are going to be too easy for you. Why? How many methods do you have? 2. It's going to be one or the other. By the way, no, never, never, never. It's possible. Okay, so let's not pull any of this. It's always going to be, and look, you only have 2 methods to work from. Tomorrow it's going to get a lot tougher when you have 4 to choose from now. But today, expect 3 to 4 steps in every proof, maybe 5. All right, because it's got to be one or the other. All right, up first, AB congruent to DC, BAC, man, talk about getting soft. I wrote in the givens for you and even marked the diagram for you. Wow. All right, I'm just encouraging the laziness. A recommendation, take it or leave it. You won't offend me if you don't do it or do. I don't care what you do with it. I like to keep track of what sides and angles I have. So AB and DC, are those full sides in either triangle? Are those full sides in both triangles? Okay. So what you're going to start seeing me do in class is put a little S in parentheses that says, hey, you already have a side with you. You already have a side. And angle BAC and DCA, are those full angles in both triangles? Yeah? Okay. So you have an S and an A on your hands. That at least tells me, all right, I just need to find one more pair of something. And probably it's going to be side angle side today. Tomorrow, much different, but today it's got to be side angle side. So where does that missing side come from? You know it's got to be a missing side. Where is it on the diagram? 3, where's the missing side? These 2? Okay, couple things, Kyle. It's going to be side angle side, correct? What's the A in side angle side mean? Where? In between. Is this angle in between these 2 sides? And also, Kyle, I don't know, what's your reason going to be for AD and BC to be congruent? We're going to be here for a while staring at each other. Okay, well, because we're not going to have a reason. So that's not this. What's this other side here I can have? The one that's shared by both, right? AC congruent to itself. And now redeem yourself, Kyle. Why is AC congruent to AC? There you go, reflexive. And now that gives me, I'm done. All right, I keep track of it. I know I'm done. I got 3 pairs. Now I just write, I don't even have to worry about matching things up like yesterday. I just copy the proof statement. ABC congruent to CDA, and yes, you are allowed to put SAS there. You don't have to write out side angle side. I know it's real hard. It hurts the wrist writing all that out. Anything? Not blowing minds yet here? All right. EF congruent to FG. Looks like I got a pair of sides. And DF congruent to FH. I gave you another pair of sides. All right, so we're on the hook for one more pair of something. And I don't know, is it going to be side angle side or side side side? I can't tell, so I got to look at the diagram and see what I know is true. Give me another fact about the diagram that's true. 12, anything? So they're congruent. Angle DFE congruent to angle GFH. Vertical angles congruent. And that gives me a pair of angles which are in between here. Those angles are in between. So just, again, they're not going to get too tough here today. But now tomorrow when I add in reasons 3 and 4 for triangles to be congruent, yeah, then it's going to get a little tougher maybe. Side, angle, side. Got a lot of time here. Let's use it. Got a lot of time.